That's right. It's time to talk about the best Pokemon ever. You ever heard of Azumarill? I never paid any attention to Azumarill, but I caught Azumarill early on, and after evolving, it became my strongest Pokemon. It tanks everything, all with a friendly smile on its face on top of learning some strong moves. I'm not really a competitive player, but has Azumarill always been great, or was becoming Pop Fairy type beefed it up more? Wow. I'm assuming you don't know the real monster that is Carmine Florges. I've never seen a man be any more wrong. Anyways, gonna talk about Azumarill a bunch. I was originally gonna record this video like an hour ago, but I was harassed by the Tesco deliveryman asking me to collect my delivery for some reason. I don't really know. Anyways, Generation 2, Azumarill was banned from OU, allegedly. I mean, you know, never used. That means never used in OU because it's banned, of course. Anyways, the light screen set with Surf, Rest, Sleep, Talk, it's a Gen 2 special. A lot of things run a similar set to this. You know, attack, status move, rest and sleep talk, because you know, sleep talk in Gen 2 is, you know, it's Gen 2 sleep talk. But while I was making these Azumarill sets, well, not making, I was, you know, doing whatever. I was under the impression that it used a sub-punch set in Gen 2, because I swear I could recall using one of those on a random battle before. Turns out no, it doesn't actually get Focus Punch in Gen 2. Focus Punch isn't even in Gen 2, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm like a minute in, I've made myself look like the biggest idiot in the world. I should have just not mentioned it. God damn it. Wow. I'm annoyed at that. Whatever. Light screen. Rest and sleep talk. It can't differentiate itself from any other Gen 1 or 2 water type. It's just not as good. Its stats are, I don't want to call them piss poor, but it's like they're not, like, it's not breaking scales. 100 HP, 80 defenses is like okay. But you know, I hate to have to compare it to Suicune, but you have to compare every defensive water type to Suicune. Suicune's not even like crazy good in Gen 2. Okay, now that I've annoyed everyone by showing how little I know about Gen 2. Moving on. By the way, love this Azumarill sprite. It's just so happy. Yay! You know? Yay! And its tail is all fucked up and shit. It has 2 floppy ears for some reason, which is unusual. It usually has 1. As you can see in the Gen 3. Yeah. So yeah, this is where I saw the sub-punch set from. This is the set it used in OU over a decade ago, according to Smogon. I have to assume that's true. Azumarill, of course, has the curse of being a physical attacking water type pre-Gen 4. So of course you know, you have no stab. Especially since it's pure water. There's nothing you can do. Sub-punch set with hidden power ghost. Just to hit ghost types. It's sad stuff to see. It's sad. And Sing as well, if you really, yeah. Azumarill's not good in Gen 3 whatsoever. I believe it's in RU. But a huge thing it got, was huge power, which is it's a really weird ability choice for Azumarill. But you know, you don't look at this bunny and think, wow, that power is huge. Let's double its attack stat for no thematic reason. But yeah, I love Azumarill, man. Not Gen 3 Azumarill, but hidden power, huge power it got. It's a huge thing for it later on. Because if you know, it's just like its ability. This is the UU set, I believe, or is it the RU set? I think it was RU. Choice band, wall breaking, double edging, breaking. You know how it be. with 2 normal type moves. Showed you how good the move pool is. You want to run Body Slam on top of that, maybe? Azumarill was not eating. Azumarill was not at the table in Gen 3. Let me tell you what he was on the table. He got a seat with a floppy ear. And you know, he got huge power and he has physical water stabs. And not just any physical water stab, he has Waterfall. And he also has Aqua Jet, which is... You know, Aqua Jet was like... For the longest time in my life, that was Weasel's move. But you know, really, I think we all know that that's Azumarill's move. You know, it was always Weasel's thing in the anime. It would always use Aqua Jet every goddamn battle. Ash's Weasel. But you know, I've never seen Weasel. That's it. Anyways, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, Return, Ice Punch. One thing that Azumarill always struggled with, even like, I'll talk about it in Gen 5. In more depth, because it's a similar set there. But yeah, it's just regular, it's Azumarill doing regular Azumarill things. It has Belly Drum, which it can use, but I'm scared. There's no Belly Drum set even here. It has Belly Drum in every gen, by the way, so it doesn't use it in Gen 2, doesn't use it in Gen 3, it's not using it in Gen 4, even though it's Belly Drum. And like, getting Belly Drum so huge. But you know what, Belly Drum will come into play a bit later. I predict in about 6 years time from here. Ice Punch, like, Ice is good coverage if you want to hit, you know, you're hitting grass types super effectively now. But you're also hitting dragon types too. Especially like, we hit Flygon, not Flygon. You hit Salamence neutrally anyway. It also lets you hit Gyarados neutrally without having to lock into return. Anyways, I feel like Rest Talk set. You don't see much Rest Talk set post Gen 2, like at all. It's fun though, and the reason for that is that Sleep Talk could call Rest in Gen 2. Gen 3 and beyond, it doesn't, unfortunately, because you know how funny it is to call Rest with Sleep Talk like 5 times in a row. It's so funny. Azumarill now just a bulky physical attacker with great burst damage in return on Waterfall. You're hitting most things neutrally, I think. Can't think of any ghost types that also resist water. Nope, I don't think there's any. Relevant ones, that is. Azumarill isn't UU in Gen 4, and I believe it's outclassed by... Was it Buizel? Is Buizel even the final evolution? I don't... Oh my god. My OBS has been messed up this entire time. You haven't been able to see Azumarill's ears. Fuck it, I'm not re-recording. I'm rocking with it. You've been able to see the sets, that's what matters. The items too. Finally, Sub Punch! We love Sub Punch around here. By we, I mean me. I don't know what your preferences are on physical attacking, fighting, coverage moves. Yeah, Substitute Focus Punch, Waterfall, Aqua Jet. Pretty good. Also, it's 404 HP, so it's not... Its subs aren't broken by one seismic toss. Shoutouts to... I don't know if Clefable uses it. I don't play enough Gen 4 to tell you that much. Anyways, Azumarill was eating harder and harder every generation now. Gen 5, it's good. It's great in UU. It's like one of the... It's a top choice according to the Smogon analysis that I read beforehand. No particular reason why. It has all the same moves. It has all the same things. Which, you know, is great. Gen 5 UU really resembles Gen 4 OU. I think that was the thing that people said. So the fact that Azumarill was making it around, that's good stuff. It could never be paired with permanent rain setters because Politoed is the only one that's not Kyogre, and it's in OU. So unless you want to use Azumarill in OU, which I believe Azumarill was good in OU for a time, Not for any extended period of time, but it could make its way around. I mean, how can it not be with this? By the way, Azumarill, 400. How have I forgotten the number? 654 attack at level 100, max EVs, max IVs, positive nature, with choice band and huge power boosts. 654 is the attack stat. That's a number that's deadlocked in my head. As someone who's used Azumarill in Gen 5, it's as in using it in game. I was building a VGC team in game. That's not a question I want to answer. I'm pretty sure I lost my save file, so I couldn't even show it off. Azumarill's really lacking for coverage, you know. There's not much. You want to use Brick Break? You can use Superpower too, of course, but you don't really want to use Superpower, especially because you'll be locked into it. I never talked about Perish Song as... Oh, okay, we're using Rest now. Awesome. There's just not much with Azumarill, and it didn't use... Oh my god, I forgot to mention. I should have mentioned this earlier when I was talking about Belly Drum. Azumarill didn't tend to run Belly Drum in these early gens because of breeding mechanics. There was no parent that could pass on both Belly Drum and Aqua Jet. Do you know how much that hurt me when I found it out in Gen 5? That made me so sad, actually. Like, I genuinely cried. That's a joke. Or maybe it isn't, I won't say. But yet you can't get Belly Drum and Aqua Jet on the same Azumarill, on one Azumarill. Azumarill can't get egg move combination, Aqua Jet Belly Drum from any possible father. Sadly. I forgot to add a generation. I'll be doing that. Because I'm going to skip some generations, because this is like where Azumarill's at. These are like the free sets you will be seeing if you ever see Azumarill, or even use Azumarill. Kind of. There's a couple changes. Azumarill Choice Band. Shout out. 654. We've already been over that. Use it, but it gets the Fairy type. And for the first time ever, not quite, I think it might have been OU for a time in Gen 5, but this is not important. For the first time ever, my boy is in OU. Don't get used to that feeling, Azumarill. They're gonna beat you down. Big Smogon is gonna beat you down into the ground. Don't get used to being here. Trust me, UU's better, man. Azumarill's a constant UU mon, sadly, but... Play rough, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, Superpower, same shit, different day. It's Gen 5 pretty much. However, it now has some new coverage. It has knockoff. Newly buffed knockoff. 1.5 times damage from 65 as well is strong. And you know, smack if it, as Big Yellow once said. Knockoff used to be the damage used to be negligible, but now it's like boom, smack you for big damage. Oh, and there's your item gone. And welcome, Belly Drum Azumarill, my best friend. Belly Drum Azumarill is like it's a sight to behold, honestly. You know, everyone says that, you know, you have to get swept by Belly Drum Azumarill once to learn how to play Pokemon. I'm the first person to ever say that. But yeah, Aqua Jet and Belly Drum on the same set. It's over. It's over. It's a thing of beauty, honestly. What is I don't know. I'm not very good at quick maths in my head. So. 436 attack with huge power. With Belly Drum, multiply that before, what, 1 moment? I believe it's about 1800 something, but I'll check. That's not right. Okay, I multiplied it by 6 because I was thinking plus 6. 438 times 4. 1752. It doesn't matter how weak the move is. It's gonna be It's going to be claiming a 2-hit KO on everything. You might quadruple resist that thing and you still might die in 2. God, like, this is the perfect belly drum Pokemon. I don't know what convinced Game Freak to make Azumarill like this goddamn good. Oh yeah, in Gen 5 it also got the ability Sap Sip, but not important whatsoever. You want to run Huge Power. Unless it's VGC, of which then you can use it. And you can wall my Rillaboom and piss me off, and I will lose the game because of it, because I will keep Grassy Gliding into it, and I will lose. Anyways. Assault Vest set. It can tank a lot of special hits and hit you hard with the Play Rough or the Waterfall. Self-explanatory, it's just a choice band set, but you get to switch attacks and you're also bulkier. Simple as that. Anyways, I was meant to add the Gen 9 tab, but I didn't. Azumarill has been in UU ever since, I believe. Or was it? It might have been OU in Gen 7, actually. Ah! What a pleasant surprise! What a wonderful surprise! Azumarill is in Gen 7 OU. Just the belly drum set. Normalium Z. What is that? I know what the item is, by the way. That's not what I'm asking. Z belly drum. How did I not know that? Heals the user, then halves its health. Sorry, heals the user. I'm confused. Like, this is confusing for me. So is it just belly drum that you can do at any time and just remain at 50%? So you can take a hit. It must not fully heal you, right? Sorry, this is what I'm looking up now. I wasn't expecting to talk about Gen 7 Azumarill. Wait, did you see that? Hold on, I just noticed this. This must be like a blunder video or something. It's not scrolling down for some reason. Z belly drum Azumarill is OP. Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. That's awesome. One-third. Your HP gets healed up by 50% with a Figgy Berry. Why would you say that? Whatever, I'm moving on. I'm annoyed already. God, Z belly drum, huh? Pretty interesting move. I'm learning this in real time. I've never heard of this. Because I kind of just didn't care. Azumarill, of course, it has the same sets as per usual. But this time, it has a trick up its sleeve, and it's called Terrestrialization. It mostly just uses It mostly uses Terra Water to get the 2x stab boost instead of the 1.5. It's just so you can really push up and get those one-hit KOs with the Aqua Jets and Liquidation. Has Liquidation now, by the way. Very good move. Much better than Waterfall, even though the secondary effect probably not so desirable. Depends on what kind of player you are. But still good. Azumarill, of course, UU in Gen 9. I believe I did use it on a UU team at some point. There is still a choice band set, but I don't think it's nearly as popular right now. Or I don't know. Yeah, belly drum, Aqua Jet. It gets some other moves too. It's had some other moves over the years. It got Icicle Crash, not Icicle Crash, Ice Spinner. That's it. Which is a good ice type coverage move, way better than Ice Punch by 5 BP. Also has the effects of terrain. Not all that relevant, but you know. Still hasn't got close combat. It also gets Trailblaze if you want to use that. I don't. And that's about it. That's all I have to say for Azumarill. I wonder, would it be a good idea to turn on my camera and show you my Azumarill plush? It's the one in my profile picture right now, so I'm gonna move out of the way on my camera because I don't really want to. I don't really feel like showing my face. One minute. I have candles up here, so there's a bunch of candles I'm showing. I don't really want people to see these candles. There we go. Ah, a little webcam for Azumarill. It's Azumarill. I bought this plush a while ago. It's very good. It has beans in the butt, so it sits and doesn't fall over. I guess I'll keep it here for the outro. Well, that's all I had to say about Azumarill, so goodbye.